So welcome to episode 12, and so last time you just tell the green team collapsed, and we do the entire Dark Ages because nothing really happened, as everyone can't really do anything. There was a tiny bit of wars, but that's it. But now we've hit the Renaissance, and this map is very laggy because there's like a lot of nations on this map. A lot, especially in Europe. So yeah, let's get right into this. So last time, we had some rise of some not so good nations. There's a few. They're not really expanding yet. The Renaissance, has arrived now. And what has it brought to the world? Well, it has brought a lot, actually. We are back at nanotechnologies, that was, before the Dark Ages, so it's around the 16th century. At this point, we are starting off with these guys invading these guys, which I didn't say this, but these guys are an economic alliance. Like, all these guys are not military, just economics. So they don't collapse. That's why there's been no wars. They're pretty friendly with each other, but not going to defend each other. So yeah, these guys are folded. This has been a long time coming. This is really bad. Just immediately folded. And they've fallen. These guys are going to take the entirety of this nation. And that's not really good. They're expanding. They've expanded. So yeah, that nation fell. Hear background noises, don't mind that. It's just stuff. I'm not doing anything. It's just can't get perfect quiet. So yeah, in the world, I forgot what I was talking about. These guys, they're expanding. No one really notices like this nation's gone. They want to be like that known about. But yeah. As well as over here, there was also an invasion. Which this is pretty fast. The green team is not doing anything at the moment. Down here in Iberia, it's been a while. Iberia, they're going to launch an invasion of a neighbor down here. They get steamrolled, and this is all of Iberia. They have the green one and the purple one are like just this one, the red team. and the black team that are actual military alliances. The rest are just economical. I gotta find the right color of this nation because it's gonna take, I think, a long time because there's a lot of blues. A lot of blues. A lot of blues. The right color. You have to get for that. Yep. There's two blues next to each other in the cease blue, so. Wait, is this even a nation? But I guess it is gonna be now. That's a nation now. This is a nation. Yeah, they're a nation. They went before. So yeah, things are kind of getting a bit hot. And yeah, the Renaissance is going on. It goes by pretty quickly, you could say. There's not really that much that's happening. There's a few conflicts. The black team is going to launch another invasion of the country. This time, this country they don't do so good. This country, they lose their capital and they just fall. They are made into a puppet state. There'll be some territory took, of course, but we'll get to that in just a sec. That's their capital now. I think it's right there. Yeah, this is they talk. This is the remains of France. I like that this is like a country that is kind of the successor of France. So yeah, they're starting to be a bit worried while yes, a lot the black team. So they'll be joining. These two will be joining the Iberian Alliance. As well as these guys as well. Rome and the red team don't really, they have a bad history. But yeah, Rome wants to get this because I know the red team can't. So yeah, they just steamrolled this. They annex it. Because they want to kind of bring back their empire, because they kind of lost their empire at the beginning of the European War. They would like the one of the first with France the fall. They also are going to decide to launch an invasion of these islands. It goes pretty good for them, as they managed to take them. And yeah, they're doing pretty good so far. They're gonna stop expanding before the world gets which jumps them. They're not going to join the any alliance because they don't like the red team, and the red team's in the black alliance. But they are radical because they want to bring back their empire. So, light green team alliance. Who's going to be joining it? It's called the Reformation of Empires. This country over here is going to be joining it. And this country up here is going to be joining it. As they leave the other one. And Britain. It's like if you want to form a new. This is like for basically people who wants to form new empires, or yeah, they also join, and these guys also join. So yeah, the war between those two is going to happen soon. Well, not soon, but it will most likely happen in the future. But yeah. The Renaissance is just happening. There's new stuff being invented. Guns are being now used more. And then here's where something different happens that didn't happen in our timeline. The Age of Exploration is not at the same time as Renaissance, it's after. But here we're more advanced. So we're getting very close to the Industrial Revolution. But that's in a few. It's gonna probably come. During the 8. Yeah. Well, we'll see. Like, the French country here, they asked the entire alliance, said they can invade this country, and they're like, sure, we don't mind. So yeah, they're just gonna take this. Not like they just took it. No one really cares enough to do anything. What's this color? Finally. And that country has fallen. France has expanded for the first time. Wow, and we're kind of seeing the rise of the old empires. The green team has not expanded. The red team has not expanded. Like the last ones that collapse, like the first ones that collapse are the first ones to expand. Like we have a new empire in the France area. We have France. We have Rome. Yeah, those are the first two to fall. There's also a few others, but you know. But now down here, these guys are going to launch an invasion here. And doesn't go so well for the other country. They are now going to be fully integrated. And yeah, these guys down here are going to take these guys. Yeah, they took that. And then they launched an invasion of the green team. And then these guys joined as well. And yeah, it's not good for the green team. The green team is destroyed in a month. They are steamrolled. If the capital falls, yeah, they're done. And in the True Peace Treaty, it's going to be brutal. Which one's color is used? What? I found the color. But yeah, they're gonna take all this. Green Team Alliance is not messing around. Green Team Alliance is kind of getting like the Great Team will just straight up annex this country. They'll send them ultimatum like join us or invade you. Like they're like, all right, we'll join. But so yeah, now there's giant countries. And now we're entering the age of exploration, which the Renaissance. I think that's basically what happened during the Renaissance, the Dark Ages. Basically, this is what comes out of it. There's not that much going on. World exploration. That one's gonna be an interesting one. So let's start it off. The first time in a long time, explorers are starting to explore. The age of exploration has not kicked off yet, but exploring will start. No colonization, just exploration. Yeah, exploration. There's more of it. We haven't had this in a while. Yes, just people go to explore because as people were like, when the countries are like, what's out there? I haven't really gone exploring in a while. So yeah, exploration is doing pretty good in the world right now. So this is all the exploration. Yeah, it's kicking off. People do not like going up here, but yeah, people are exploring this area. Just for exploration purposes. This is by the people of the countries, not like the countries themselves. Yeah, we have a ton of exploration here, finally, after a long time. No one really did any exploring after the war. But exploring is now becoming pretty popular. Now the governments are starting to catch on and they're like, ooh, free territory. And now they're all going for territory. You guys are immediately going to take some claims and be like, that's ours. And yeah, well, this technology is also getting pretty good. Wolf explore the world exploration era. It's about to start. But these guys are taking a ton. They want it. They take this. Here is explored. Yeah. Here's also explored. They're the first ones to expand. After that is coming these countries down here. I don't know what color is this. They're not as they weren't once an empire. I think this country is the Russian country, so I'm pretty sure they were once an empire. Yeah, they were an empire. They were not. I think. No, they straight up were an empire. That got absolute decimated in the war. People don't think that war is ever going to be beaten by any other conflict because it involved everything. And that's maybe true. For now. Because if you learn, what history is, wars get worse as time goes. That was just a big one. We're going to have more of those. Not soon. We'll have some big wars, but not like the entire world. Well, that next time we probably have that is probably going to be the conflict you know very well, World War One. If we're but yep. People are taking a lot of territory. When the world shuts down. These borders are suck really bad, but hey, not that bad. They're pretty bad, but they could be worse. Now this nation down here. This is... What color is this? Oh.
It's time for my nighty night.
So yeah. You've got the right color. Where in the world's this color? Oh, it's this. Yep. And that's some good expansion for now.
Domain expansion, Micah?
Alright, now it's time for China to do some expansion. They're going south. China didn't really lose anything. China's just chilling. China's doing exploring. They're not. Well, this is the government, but they're like, we don't need expansion. That's not a priority. It's trying to just chill. China's doing some pretty... What in the world's going on up there? Don't know. Don't care. China's like, yeah, that's pretty good. They landed over here and they're like, ooh. Now they land over... Man, boom, 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 boom. China is beginning to... What was that? But yeah, this is going pretty fine, I would say, for now. China's done some pretty good exploration recently. They've also started in the Philippines because, well, Navy stuff is becoming very popular. They're even exploring some Japanese isles. Find all this, they even landed in Korea. Yeah, Japan's being explored. And so far, pretty good for them. They're like, where does this go? We don't. That's it can be an island. Oh wait, it connects. So no, that's Korea. Yeah, so far pretty good. China's doing pretty good. And China, let's the first one to do this. Well, we'll see what they said. Then second, they just did some more exploring in the Philippines. No, they did not explore this island yet. What? So yeah, China, like I said a second ago, you know what China says? They officially reestablished their empire. They're like, we're an empire again. The yellow team is the second one to do so. They're like, yep, we're an empire as well. So now, the world is going to be like, well, that's happening. The third one to declare an empire is this country over here. Britain declares an empire. France and Rome declare an empire. South Africa, this country and this country declare an empire. These guys declare an empire. And I think that's it. I'll not remember who said this. Oh yeah, the Swedish country also declares they're an empire, but they're just like, yeah, we're just an empire. But there's also the green team, and they've been preparing recently, and yeah, their steam. They immediately go into this. They're like, this country is talking like, what? The green team's attacking us? Yeah, the world is like, what? Dream's like, we're an empire, we're getting all our stuff back. So yeah, a ton of Europe is like, oh no, that's not good. And yeah, the green team steamrolls these guys. Since these guys have a bit of influence, they're gonna get a tiny bit. Just for existing. They'll take a tiny bit of their puppet as well to make it look nice. And yeah, the green team just expanded a ton. But they're not done yet. After they literally signed the peace treaty, they immediately send their troops in to the other neighbor. And the other neighbor's like, yeah, we're cooked. Yeah, the capital here falls. And this country surrenders. They don't get full annexation. Oh, but this country is very small now. And the green team is just like, after the centerpiece is like, hey, yeah, we're just going to take you over. The country's like, well, that was no point of surrendering then. And yeah, then they just take this country. Just take it. And the world's like, yeah, not so good. And they just take a tiny bit, not that much to like give Senator invading you. Like, all right, chill. So yeah, that's not good. No one really likes that. The world is like not so happy. There's a big bad. The big bad's back in Europe. Well, there's two. One of them is secretly being manipulated, but what's going to kick off the age of exploration? Because now we're ending the last. Ending. The French send a boat all the way across here, and it gets lost. Let's see. And it lands right here. And they do some exploring. And they're like, this is new land. And they're like, your world, new land. And now comes the age of exploration. They will follow these islands or explore what just happened. Yeah. Another world's coming. People find this island. And they find the Falcons. And yeah, they're coming for they're coming. In France, establishing the first colony. They explore a bit more. And yeah, the world's coming. Everyone's like, ooh, interesting. So yeah, that kicks off the Age of Exploration. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time. Peace. Bye-bye. Peace. Bye-bye once more. Bye. See you in episode 13, The Age of Exploration.